If you've been waiting for the next Insta360 360 camera, we finally have something worth talking about. The Insta360 X6 has now appeared in regulatory filings, and while that might not sound exciting at first, it's usually one of the clearest signs that a product is getting closer to launch. At the same time, a number of new rumors have started surfacing, giving us a much better idea of what Insta360 could be preparing. So let's go through everything we know so far, and, more importantly, what these upgrades could actually mean in the real world. Let's start with what has actually been confirmed. The latest FCC filing lists a device with the model number Insta360 and confirms support for dual-band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth antenna testing, and SAR compliance. Now, these documents don't tell us anything about image quality or camera features, but they do tell us something equally important. The hardware is real, it's moving through certification, and products usually don't reach this stage unless they're getting fairly close to release. There are also reports that the same model has appeared in certification databases in China, India, and the UAE. While those listings haven't all been independently verified yet, if they're accurate, it would suggest Insta360 is preparing for a global launch, rather than releasing the camera in just one market. Now let's move on to the rumors, because this is where things get interesting. The biggest claim is that the Insta360 X6 could record 8K 360-degree video at up to 60 frames per second. That would double the frame rate compared to the previous generation, giving creators much smoother footage and far more flexibility for slow-motion edits. For anyone shooting action sports, travel, or fast-moving scenes, this could be one of the biggest upgrades we've seen in the X series. Another feature being heavily rumored is 10-bit color recording. This would be a welcome improvement for creators who like to color grade their footage, giving them more flexibility during editing while preserving more highlight and shadow detail. It's one of those upgrades that casual users may never notice, but professionals have been asking for. Perhaps the most exciting rumor, though, is the possibility of a larger 1-inch sensor. Insta360 has already shown what larger sensors can do with its 1R's 1-inch 360 edition, so bringing that technology into the flagship X series would be a huge step forward. Better low-light performance, improved dynamic range, and cleaner image quality are all benefits that come with larger sensors, even if the resolution stays exactly the same. Battery life could also improve. Current reports suggest a battery somewhere between 2,000 mAh, which should allow for longer recording sessions before needing a swap. It's not the most exciting feature on paper, but if you've ever spent a full day shooting with a 360 camera, you'll know every extra minute counts. Of course, hardware is only part of the story. Insta360 has built a huge reputation around its software, especially AI-powered reframing and automatic editing. I'd expect the X6 to continue improving those features because, honestly, they're one of the biggest reasons people choose Insta360 over other 360 cameras. The bigger question is whether these rumored upgrades are enough to justify an upgrade if you already own an X4 or even an X5. Personally, I don't think higher resolution alone is enough anymore. What people really want is better low-light performance, longer battery life, improved dynamic range, and smarter software. If Insta360 can deliver those improvements alongside smoother 8K recording, then the X6 could end up being one of the most significant upgrades in the series. For now, though, it's important to remember that, apart from the FCC filing, everything else is still based on leaks and rumors. Specifications can change before launch, so it's always worth taking these reports with a bit of caution until Insta360 officially announces the camera. Still, things are definitely starting to move. The certifications tell us the hardware is real, and the rumors suggest Insta360 isn't planning a small update this time. If even half of these upgrades make it into the final product, the X6 could become one of the most exciting 360 cameras of the year. Now I'd like to hear from you. If you could pick just one upgrade for the Insta360 X6, what would it be? A larger 1-inch sensor, 8K at 60 frames per second, better battery life, or improved low-light performance? Let me know in the comments, and as more information surfaces, I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.